Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and budding engineers and working professionals. Myself, Varun, Chief Design Engineer at Infinite. So, we at Infinite, as well as in a combination and association with Fortune Structures, are presenting you a program called as Techonline, wherein we would be training industrials, working professionals, professors, and students on the softwares, namely AutoCAD and Revit. So let's look into the key features of this program. So first of all, our subscribers are going to learn from the experts. Those are the working professionals of our companies. Secondly, you'll be taught from scratch to professional. Each and every single tool of each and both the softwares would be taught to you. Secondly, you would be given a chance to work on live projects if the candidates are willing. Thirdly, we do have intern facilities available for top performers. Fourthly, the certification is from the working professionals and would be most recognized throughout India. Now, coming to the pricing of the courses, the course usually was priced to be 7,500 earlier, but during this crisis, to help out the students and the professionals, the course has been just presented at a rate of 1,750. For more details, you can contact both the numbers given below. So, what exactly is Revit? Before understanding the concept, what exactly is Revit, we shall look into what exactly is BIM. BIM stands for Building Information Modeling. As you can see the definition there, BIM is an intelligent model based process or methodology which creates 3D building design models containing every information needed for the construction of building. It facilitates the coordination and collaboration between different teams associated within the project. So what exactly is BIM? In a simple words, if I had to say, uh, when you get into the field, you would see people wherein they would be having a different structural drawing, different architectural renders, different architectural elevations, different sheets for containing electrical lining, different sheets containing plumb lining, so different sheets defining the foundations and all. So what exactly is Revit? Instead of having different folders for different subjects constituting of different teams in the construction field. So what exactly BIM does is every single aspect of the construction work is being zipped into a single folder. You can find the structural details, you can find the architectural renderings, you can find the elevation, you can find the interior designs, you can find the foundation plans, you can find the electric lining, you can find the plumb line, whatnot. You can find almost everything in a single folder, zipped, which is easily accessible by the engineers then and there itself. So that's what exactly BIM refers to. Now, coming to how is this BIM useful? BIM is not usually useful for the engineers to help them work out towards the progressive and most efficient construction methodology. It also helps the authorities, such as the governing authorities as well as the flood control authorities, national disaster management authorities, in the scenarios of flooding. BIM has been implemented throughout the countries like UK and US. Even the Arabian countries have been implementing it past 2015. The main reason behind it is using BIM, you can do a real time virtualization of what exactly the building looks like from within and from outside. The complete details of the building will be given in a single folder, which might be useful in the cases of disasters like flood, tsunamis, fire accidents, many more such details. So every single detail is provided in BIM. So what is Revit? Revit is a software by Autodesk which supports BIM with features for architectural MEP, which stands for mechanical, electrical, and plumbing and structural disciplines for the construction industry. Revit is one of the most famous platform which creates 3D models which are an integral part of BIM. As I said earlier, you can go for real-time virtualization in BIM. So how Revit supports BIM? Let me show you this practically in the upcoming slides. Now, coming to the factor that all might have heard the fact of three dimensions present in the present on Earth, that is XYZ. But to be frank, in the construction field, we usually go with 7 dimensions. Namely, first dimension is X as usual, second the Y, third the Z. Coming to the fourth dimension, it's the time of construction. Coming to the fifth dimension, it is the cost involved in construction. And to be frank, if you ask a professional in regards to this, you can easily scope that 55 to 70% of the cost involved in the construction turns out to be the material costs. The material used in the construction are several. There are more than 20,000 materials used even for a single 2 plus 1 story building, starting from a small nail to the formwork, to the doors, to the concrete, to the steel, to aggregates, fine aggregates, different types of DPCs, different types of chemicals used, different types of plasticizers, complete thing, different types of windows, different types of channels used. So almost it accounts for somewhere around 2,000 to 20,000 materials for a single construction project to be done. So that is the amount of cost it takes for. Coming to the sixth dimension, it's durability. So usually when we speak of lifespan of a concrete structure, we say 100 years. But is it so? Is it only 100 years which is worth for it? 100 years is a good amount of time for a 3 plus 1 story building or a 20 story building. But what about in the case of a dam? In the case of a dam, it's different. In case of bridges, it's different. Those are uh, long life structures which has to be designed specifically to have a longer durability, hence involving much more quality materials to be put in place, hence more cost and more time. And the seventh dimension, the most evolving dimension, which has already been implemented in most of the developed countries like US, UK, and all, Germany as well, is sustainability. When we speak of sustainability, sustainability is basically a balance between the supply and demand. So, a sustainable structure is one wherein it is self stable. It's like, if I want to explain it in a simple terms, it's like an arc reactor which you see in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's very simple. It's self-sustained. Nothing has to be bought from out. Nothing has to be put in extra. Everything is self-sufficient and self-sustainable. So that is what the seven dimensions of the construction field. So coming to the next part. So this is your basic Revit template. This is how it looks like. Now, as I said earlier, you can see here Revit is a BIM platform. You can see the architectural part of it, the structural part of it. You can as well design steel structures. You can go for systems wherein you can do the MEPs. You can go for massing and siting to develop the site features. You can also do georeferencing for the buildings, for the constructions which you do in the future. You can annotate your projects. You can analyze it, analyze the structures. You can insert pictures. You can insert geotiff from QGIS, that is raster files. As well, you can collaborate. This collaboration has been enabled in the student version as well. So this exactly is the professional version which we use in the companies, but I'll show you the student version, how it works. There is no difference. Precisely, there is no difference at all between the professional version and the student version. Autodesk has given a great opportunity for students to learn a lot from these softwares. And coming to, so you can have an add-ins like plugins which are present in the QGIS software. The same kind of add-ins are present in Revit. See, I have an add-in for Lumion where I can export these files directly to Lumion, and we do have modifying options. So coming to, see, this is the first floor plan in Revit. See how beautifully it looks. You can see it has been labeled kitchen and dining separate, hall separate. This is a dining hall and living area separate. Outdoor dining is it's separate. You can mark the sectors in it. See, you can see the floor plans, level 1, level 2, the siting, 3D views in a single folder, elevations, as I said earlier, in a single folder, building sections in a single folder, renderings in a single folder, and you have many more. And literally you can store each and every single details. Let me show you in the further slides, wherein if you click on a specific door, you will get to know about the door's dimensions as well. That is the amount of information you can store in Revit. And Revit has a huge boom in the industry as of now as a BIM software. So these are few of our renderings made in Revit. So this is one of the projects. These two are one of the projects in Madikeri, and this was one done in Sakleshpura region. And this is one of the renderings, walkthrough renderings which we had done. Please have a look at it. So well, these all were rendered in Lumion, but they were constituted in Revit basically. So now we shall have a look at the software itself directly. So this is your Revit. As soon as you open Revit, you're gonna get this file, a basic file. So let's enter a sample architectural project. It's loading, it takes time. Yeah, now you can see it has been loaded. So as soon as you open, you're gonna get a sample sheet. Now let us thong into level 1 floor plan. As you can see here, see, this is the beauty of it. Every single detail in a single given slot. For instance, to show you, see there's a door here. There's a door to this bathroom. If I click on it, it's going to show the details of this door in this property panel. So it's showing that it's a single flush door of width 800 mm and of height 2100 mm. You can edit this type. You can literally edit this type. You can edit the door material, door frame material, thickness, height, everything, almost everything. And you can shift it. You can basically make it outwards open. You can do everything out of it. And you can tag the rooms. As you can see, the rooms are tagged here. This is A room, B room, so you can tag it. And if you closely observe here, you can find kitchen and dining, tag number 101, the area of it 73 meters square. Such beautiful things in a single platform, which you get to do in half the time which you require to do the same thing in AutoCAD. So this is the beauty of Revit actually. I'll show you much more detailed version of it. As I said, it's a BIM platform. You can see the 3D approaches. So let me go to the 3D view itself directly. See, here the beauty comes. The beauty is here. You can see it has went into a real-time virtualization where you can see the building, the mass, which has been georeferenced. The contours has been plotted. It is all ready, just in one file put up. It's all ready. It's all ready. Ready to render, ready to be worked out in the field. So this is how it looks. And the beauty comes here. See, for instance, if I go to level 2 and if I had to select this door right here, probably this door right here, see it's showing it's an entrance door. You can see it is automatically selected in the 3D view as well without any requirement of going there and selecting again. And the beauty comes here. Let me put it in the tile view for the betterment of your conceptual understanding. So now you can see here, I can see this door is selected right here, right? See now this is the door which I selected. You can see it got selected there. I show you again. Just watch here. I'm selecting this by pressing a left button of the mouse. It got selected in the green there. Now I want to move this. If you had to do in other softwares, you had to move it in the 2D plan and you had to do the same procedure in the 3D plan. But in Revit, as I said earlier, it's real-time virtualization. So just move this thing to anywhere you want. For instance, okay, that is the fixed door. Actually, we have locked it. This door. Yeah, you can see the door got selected. Now I just want to move it to this end. So I moved it. It automatically moved its position from this part to this part without any double procedure. It is as simple as it. It's as simple, as beautiful as you can imagine. See, again, I just want to move this back to its original position. It moved back. So that is the beauty of Revit. That is the beauty of Revit. Now let me bring back the property panel, and as you can see, renderings. So you can render here as well. This is the approach render. Let me show the kitchen rendering. So this is the kitchen rendering. This is how it looks from kitchen. See, there's a real-time architectural rendering which you can directly convert into a JPG format or a PDF format and submit it to your clients. You can do it easily. And schedule. How do I do it? See, this gives a complete detail on the construction procedure as well. Construction procedures can be done. Coming to the most important thing, you can see here the families. Families in Revit refers to the things or the equipments or the materials or the systems which has been used for the construction of this building. See, it consists of ceilings, conduits, curtain panels, curtain systems, doors, duct systems, electrical equipments, entourages, flex ducts, many things. Everything, almost everything has been listed out. You can just click on the doors. You can see the types of doors which are being used. For example, if I had to go with the M double flush doors, you can see the dimensions of it in just a single click, rather than searching for documents, which can be done on other software. Now, coming to the most important part of it, sheets. These are the things which make up Revit, to be frank. You can literally imagine the sheets. See how beautifully it is done. Both the floor plan and just a single sheet with almost every possible details given in a single crisp manner. You can see this is the second floor drawing and this is the first floor drawing. So that is the beauty of Revit actually. Revit you can render in cloud. There are many more features in Revit. So let me release one simple tool for you today. Actually, most of the things will be taught from scratch to the professional level in the upcoming classes, but let me reveal one trick on how to multiple select a single family. Okay, so that is to say, if I want to select all the doors present within this floor plan, how do I do it? That is the question. See, there is one door here, there is one door here, there is one door here, so on. So in the traditional way which has been taught to students, which we observe coming to the field, coming for the companies, we see when we ask these questions in the interviews, they just say click on one of the thing, left mouse button, press control button, and simultaneously click on the other equipments which has to be other details which has to be selected, like this. That is okay for a buildings of 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1 or 5 plus 1. What about the case when it is 30-story building, 40-story building? So there comes these tools. Let me explain you how to select the required selection. So just click on one part of the door, right click anywhere on the graphic user interface. You will get to find one thing called as select all instances. Just go there. Now you can select all similar doors within a given view, that is level 1, or within the entire project, that is both inclusive of level 1 and level 2. So I'll just select within this view level 1. So that is the only M double flush doors. So only that got selected. If I had to select this single flush door in the same way, there are two single flush doors. So how do I do it? Just right click here, again go to select all instances, visible in view, and you got there both the doors are selected. Now you can edit them together, a single prospect. There's another way. Please, now you have to click your left mouse button, drag rectangle throughout the section. You will find everything selected, and there are 305 items within the single floor. It is showing here 305 items, and you can find the doors. There are 5 doors, there are 5 door tags, there are 24 furnitures, so similar, so on. Now you just press on the filter button which appears as soon as you select. Just press on the filter button. Now press on the button check none, click on doors, click on apply, and click on OK. You're gonna find all the doors selected. See here, 1, 2, 3, and here you go with the fourth and the fifth door. 5 doors selected. That's it. It's done. Such is the beauty of the Revit software. I mean, literally, it is wonderful. It's wonderful to have an experience and cling over Revit. Now, let me show you how to download free student version of it. First of all, open the browser, any browser. I prefer Google Chrome, and my system is Windows 10 64-bit version. So, type in Autodesk free student version in your browser, press on enter, go to the first and foremost link, press on it. Now you will be asked to sign in. Here click on sign in, so as I already have an account, I just have to sign in. If you don't have an account, you have to create an account, and creation of account is very simple, very small procedure rather, wherein you have to enter your name, your details, your profession as a student. I mean, which year you are studying, what is the degree course which you are studying, what is the college name of the college which you are admitted to, and all those things. And if once you submit the required details, you will get a confirmation mail to your mail IDs. Then you just click on it and you can set the password as well, and it's done. So creating an account will show in depth in our classes. So now I just go and click next. So my password has already been entered. I just press on sign in. So it has been signed in. Now these are the free student softwares which has been provided by the Autodesk for the welfare of the students. Now I'll click on Revit. Now I will click on complete profile option. Again, I would be prompted to sign in. I would sign in. As soon as I sign in, you will get the complete details here. You can read the complete information here and click on the version. Welcome back, Varun KS. So now the version of software which I require, it is Revit 2020. Revit 2020 we prefer over Revit 2021 and other versions because it's the most stable and most suitable for learning at any point of time. While in 2021 there is a lot much more features like real-time rendering, virtualization and all, which is of a bit higher version than required for learning. So we prefer Revit 2020. Operating system is Windows 64-bit. Language, as soon as you enter the language, you can see the product details given below, and you just have to go here and click on install now. As soon as you press the button install now, a setup window will be appear and will be downloaded into your download manager. Just click on it and just give next command whenever prompted, and also please agree for the terms and conditions of the Autodesk. It is a 1-year free student version for Revit. You can enjoy it, you can enjoy learning Revit, and you'll be happy to learn through this platform. Coming to our matter of conducting the courses on the Techonline platform, so this platform enables the students to learn the courses from the industry professionals at a very minimalistic rate of just 1750. For more discounts, for if you want more discounts, you can just go on and contact the details mentioned in the screen as of now. You can see it here, these two numbers. You can get in touch with our personals, they're gonna help you out. And also this kind of programs are once in time opportunity wherein you'll be certified from the working professionals itself, and such kind of certificates are worth more literally. And the second thing is that we are going to provide complete online and offline support in a proctored manner, wherein each day we are going to conduct a 1.5 hour classes for Revit. We are expected to complete the course by 20 hours for Revit, but we think it is not possible. But we have kept the deadline. If it is not possible in any case, we are going to extend it to 30-35 hours as well. Uh, and one more thing is that please don't miss this opportunity wherein you'll be getting the almost required details from working professionals itself. And also, one more thing which I would like to specify here is that uh, you can enjoy the pleasure learning from the industrial persons. So, wherein if you get to know one thing I would like to specify at this point of time, being a civil engineer, learning the concepts within four walls and keeping it in your brain and manipulating it in the field is impossible, because civil is a field wherein you have to work in the field and gain the knowledge in the field. For instance, I can give an example. When I give you a task of calculating the quantity or the length of steel required, a 10 bar required to lay out a box foundation in a cross manner, that is both ways. If I specify the dimensions of the box as 1500 cross 1500, and the overhang and that is the bent up part as 200 meters on either sides. So as a simple civil engineer who has been passed out of the degree, you would say that okay, it is 1500 plus 200 plus 200, it's 1900. So 1900, and the center to center spacing is 300. So we would be like 5 bars on each side. So 5 into 5, 10 bars. 10 into 1900 mm is 19,000 mm. So it is 19 meters of bar required to make up that foundation. But if you do the same thing in the field, uh, you will be screwed literally, because there is something called as reduction factor for the bent up bars. It's a matter of elasticity wherein the steel is bent to a 90-degree or 180-degree or 45-degree whatsoever, it's going to increase in its length. So to be frank, it's not actually 19 meters which you require in the field, it is much more less than that. So that is where you got to learn from the professionals. So that is the reason, wherever you come through a structure outside in the field, please go and contact the site engineers, contact the masons, interact with them, get to know about the things, how it is done in the field, and compare itself with what is taught to you and what is done in it. So this is the way which we would prefer all the students to learn, because we strongly believe that students are the future of our country. We would pledge the students to work in a more field oriented and research oriented manner rather than educational or marks oriented manner. So coming to the certification from our side, certification will be in the format of a letterhead wherein it is more formal, more documented rather than the certificates which you get elsewhere. And the cost is very less for the course. Please don't waste any time. Make use of this crisis time and learn more and more and more. Coming to the rural students who say that we can't afford to go through online classes, that is okay. We have provisions for it. We have provisions for it. We will see to it that recorded sessions of each day will be uploaded to your respective Telegram groups, which we will be creating once you enter the course. It will be in a zip format. You can unzip it and you can watch the video in the future when you are able to get the connection of the internet, and when you are able to get a hang of your laptop and the software. When you're trying it, you can just take these as references and work out. We'll be sending all the required documents, families, libraries, sample projects to you for the for you to help better understanding over the concepts used in the softwares, as well as we would be providing an opportunity for the students and the personals, working personals, to contact our engineers up to 1 year of time from the end of this course, so that at any point of time in any of the tool in the software you get any doubts, just contact us. We would help you out a lot. And coming to the students, we would be giving you daily quizzes consisting of 10 questions, and the top performers will be given an intern opportunity as well. So these are the facilities which we are going to give. So please use it. Please make use the please make the most use of it. So now I would like to conclude my session, a demo session, which most of the students and the personals who submitted their review requested. Now I'd like to conclude it. Stay home, stay safe, keep care of your health. Thank you.